Hi, this is Brandon with Bulldog Rooter. Right here we're looking at where the main sewer line for the address 5921 North Wiscomb Street ties into the Spokane City sewer. So I was called out here today. This whole main line was kind of backing up, speaking to the tenant. It seemed like about every year or so this happens. So wanted to get a camera in and kind of diagnose this problem a little bit further. So basically right now you're just looking at where this main sewer line hubs into the Spokane City sewer. So we're going to pull back a little, start pulling back here a little bit. What you're going to see right here is that's just a concrete hub right there in front of you. We're going to be in a 4-inch tile line the whole way. Here we are at about 64 feet right now. Tile was laid in about 2 to 5 foot sections. Pretty good line. Didn't see too many issues in it. Right here you can see kind of down there is what we would call a separation at the seam, or that looks like the separation is stair-stepping up. Which is actually at the top of the pipe, so it's not too big of an issue. The only issue is roots, of course, then can grow in there pretty easily. You can always tell where the bottom of the screen is, obviously, by water flow and where the light of my camera is. So right now we're looking at about the upper left-hand corner of the screen. So yeah, anyways, those 2 to 5 foot sections settle in the ground over time, and they can start to separate. That bringing in roots, of course. Sometimes if it's a big enough separation, you can get rocks and other junk in the line as well. What you're seeing at the top of the pipe right there, that black stuff, is just sludge from the backup. You can kind of see the swirl marks of my cable a little bit. We didn't pull anything back from this line, but I will point out kind of what was going on. I didn't pull anything back mainly because I cable out about 120 to 125 feet. That puts me way out in the city sewer, and of course just banging around on nothing is going to knock most of the stuff off. This right here, what we're looking at, looks like a very good seam. It's not separated at all. Back here, couldn't find a permit for this line. Just because I believe this line also supports a line of a couple other places here too. We're in a building. I think we got a couple duplexes here. Yeah, anyways, this looks like really good tiles so far. Only saw a couple problem spots, nothing too major. It's another really good looking seam right there. Back, we're at about 50 feet right here. Right here, it looks like we kind of have a separation off to what would be the left-hand side of the pipe. It doesn't look like too many roots are getting in there. It doesn't look like it's pulling any water, so that's really good. Pull back a little bit more. Another pretty good looking seam there. This looks to be a little bit bigger of a separation. As you can kind of tell, the roots are coming in there to the bottom. Actually, that'd be the top of the pipe. So yeah, they're coming in through the top of the pipe there. It looked to be a pretty big root intrusion. Obviously, we got that all out of the way. Back a little bit more. Right here. Right there, we kind of have some more roots left over. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in with my cable after this video inspection and see if I can't clean that up a little bit better. As you can see, that's taking over quite a bit of the pipe there. It kind of looks like it's off to the, let's see here, it looks like it's pretty much covering most of the top half of the pipe and then along the side and kind of on the bottom. So it's covering, you know, about half the pipe there. It's not stopping the flow of water right now, which is really good. But definitely would like to get back in there with my cable and clean that up a little bit more. And that's kind of a picture of, you know, kind of what those root intrusions can also do as well. Back here, that white stuff I see down there, I think that's just toilet paper debris from the backup. And And yeah, I think that's what it is. Right here we got a little bit of roots. Nothing crazy. Those are cleaned up pretty well. But again, separations, that's where these roots are coming in from, for sure. Haven't seen any, like, stress fractures or anything like that in the pipe, which is really, really good. Looks like some dried up toilet paper debris there. And then right here, looks like we got most of those roots out of the way as well. Doesn't look like we have too crazy of a separation there. A little bit of roots off to the, what would be the left-hand side of the pipe, but nothing too crazy. As you can imagine, some of these problem spots will be cleaned up a little bit more too, as I'm going to go back in with my cable. Back a little bit more. So yeah, my overall diagnostic to this pipe is, it looks really good. I think just an annual maintenance on it would be enough, until these roots start getting bigger and out of control. A couple years down the road, we may need to come back in with our jetter and possibly jet it out. And basically, what our commercial jetter does is it spits a stream of water from anywhere from about 1,000 to about 3,000 psi. And as you can imagine, that will clean anything up. The pipe obviously has to be in pretty good condition, so we don't chip any of the tile or anything like that. But this line is definitely in good condition. Like I said, didn't see any stress fractures in it, separations, but that's to be expected. And right here, we are starting to climb up the clean out to this line. And as you can see, it's obviously open and flowing right now. Pulling up, we're about 6 feet away from the clean out. And here we pop into our cast iron clean out. And here is the clean out that we are working out of. Again, that was Brandon Redler with Bulldog Rooter, and that was your video inspection for the main sewer line of 5923 North Wiscomb Street. Thank you, and have a good day.